So of course we know what the meta is inside Warzone at the moment, and everyone's using all of the most popular guns, but there's some guns that perform extremely well that fly under the radar. So in this video we're going to be going over 6 of the most underrated weapons that are currently inside Warzone. If you do enjoy this style of content, don't forget to subscribe as we try to reach our goal of 50k. Click that link and subscribe to our second channel, but let's get straight into this. Now starting off at number 6 we have the ITRA Burst. Now before we were using the ITRA Burst, it's pretty much an SMG build when it comes to the start of the Vanguard integration, but now you can use it as a kind of mid to long range rifle. Now it's not good at super long ranges in my opinion, but it's definitely still a solid choice to use in that kind of medium to long range. The TTKs are actually very respectable for a burst fire weapon like this, so it is a definite solid choice. And I do think that you can do really well with it if you do like burst fire guns. So for the build, you want to use the MX silencer for the sound suppression, the recoil control, the body 300mm barrel, which is going to be the best for accuracy and recoil, as well as the bullet velocity, of course. The G16 optic, because we're not really using it for super long ranges, we're mainly using it for that medium long range. Then the Perfecto padded grip is going to be the best at controlling recoil. We're mainly focusing on just standard recoil here because it's a burst fire gun. We don't need that sustained fire. Vital to add to the extra TTK, extra torso damage, which we do need. Fully loaded for the extra ammo. You can choose on hand as well, both are good options. Hatch grip, once again, for the recoil control. We can't really use the polymer grip here because it's not really going to help. Sakura 28 round mags, again, it's going to help with the recoil control of this weapon and the fire rate, which is going to then give you a better TTK overall. Lengthened, and then the cover 4 grip to control the recoil. At number 5, we actually have a gun that doesn't really get used all that much anymore, especially because the Vanguard SMGs are extremely powerful, but the OTS-9 is actually still a very reliable SMG in this game. Now, does it outperform every single SMG in this game when it comes to TTK? Probably not, but does it do quite a lot of things very well? So TTK is solid now. The movement speed on this gun is actually pretty good as well. Not to mention it's a 5 attachment gun from Cold War, so a lot of people will like that over the Vanguard weapons, of course. So overall, it's still a solid SMG to use in this game, and people are still getting high KDs with this gun in particular. So you do want to use the GRU suppressor for the sound suppression, the recoil control. I personally would recommend the sound suppressor instead of the GRU, and that's just because you get better movement speed bonuses with it, but you can use the GRU as well to get the better recoil control. Task Force barrel to give you the better strafing speed. You do need that to compete with the Vanguard SMGs, unfortunately. Tiger Team Spotlight, again, to compete with the Vanguard SMGs. 40 round fast mag so you can reload quicker and you get the biggest mags available. Then the Serpent Wrap for the faster ADS time. Now you can swap out the Serpent Wrap for the optic, the Microflex LED if you need it, but personally I think the iron sights on the OTS are pretty decent anyway, so you don't really need the optic there. Moving on to number 4, this is another 5 attachment gun, and this is the Bruin LMG from Modern Warfare. And this gun has a very consistent TTK, even though all the other Vanguard weapons are kind of taking the meta. This is still a pretty solid gun. The recoil is still pretty low on this if you know how to manage it, and overall it's still just a solid gun to use inside Warzone. Bullet velocity is very solid as well, especially since it's a Modern Warfare weapon. So overall it's just a very easy gun to use at the moment, and if you know how to use the Kilo, the recoil is very similar, and not only that, it's going to give you a faster TTK. So overall, the Bruin is like a better version of the Kilo, it just moves a little bit slower. So mono suppressor for the sound suppression and the damage range, summit barrel for the best possible recoil control, tac laser for the faster ADS time, also gives you aiming stability. And then you want to use the VLK optic and then the Commando foregrip for the recoil control. But overall, this is definitely a solid LMG to use in this game, and is actually still one of the best LMGs. At number 3, we actually have a Vanguard SMG, believe it or not, and we all know Vanguard SMGs are super meta, but the only one that's kind of not been in the meta recently is the well gun. But if you have picked this up from ground loot by any chance, or you've used it in any other way, the well gun's still a very solid gun, and it's a very solid gun for even sniper support. So that is why I do think this gun is very underrated. TTKs are pretty consistent, especially out to range. So overall, like I said, is definitely going to be a solid gun, and recoil is very easy to control with this build here as well. So you want to use the recoil booster for the faster fire rate, it's going to give you a faster TTK. Shrouded barrel is going to be the best possible recoil control with this gun. Then you want to use the slate reflector, remove stock for the better movement speeds, acrobatic for the better movement speeds. Once again, you could choose fleet as well, it's another good option too, or gung ho if you really like that. Then quick as perk 2, tape grip for the better movement speeds. Once again, if you are struggling with recoil control, you can go for the polymer grip in this case as well, as another really solid choice. Then the 40 round Grenko mags for the faster fire rate and recoil control. Hollow point, or you could choose lengthened if you are running this as a sniper support. Then the hand stop underbarrel is going to be the best at giving you the best possible control. Overall, definitely a very solid sniper support build, which is the one that you're seeing on screen just now. But if you're building it more towards an SMG, make sure you use that tape grip and make sure you use hollow point as well. Moving on to another gun that is very good when it comes to sniper support and has a very high KD in this game as well, but doesn't really get picked enough compared to some of the other weapons, is the Vargo S. The Vargo S is the newest gun that's in this game at the moment, and to be honest, it's a very solid sniper support weapon if you do build it correctly. Now, the build that you want to be using is this build that you see on screen just now. So you want to use the MX silencer for the sound suppression, the recoil control. Now, you can actually also go for the recoil booster, depends on how you want to build this weapon. Personally, I would go for the recoil booster for the faster TTK, but if you are mainly using this for a little bit longer range, then the MX silencer might be the better option. So, bit of a trade-off there. It's going to come down to personal preference. The best barrel for this gun is the 114mm barrel, which is the best like recoil control. Slate reflector, but you can also use the G16 if you're going to be using this out to a farther range. Then you want to use the ANC stock for the recoil control and initial firing recoil control. It only cons your hip fire accuracy, which isn't really too important with a weapon like this, and your sprint to fire speed, which is a bit of a con, but is something that we could trade off with the recoil there. Then we are using the steady perk for the better strafing speeds. We are using on hand for the better ADS time, hatch grip to control the recoil, and 60 round mags is going to be the best. It's going to help with the headshot damage, but it helps with vertical recoil control. Now, it does give you a bit more side recoil, but like I said, if you are using it mainly for close to medium range, you won't really notice it all that much anyways. Lengthened, and then the Carver foregrip to control the recoil at those closer ranges. Last but not least, at number 1, we have a gun that I feel like never gets the respect that it deserves, and that is the Automaton assault rifle. Now, this gun is a very solid gun inside Warzone. It's super low recoil, so it fits in the meta, and it actually kills quicker than a lot of the other kind of meta weapons in this game. For example, the NZ41 that people are still using, this actually kills a lot faster, so it's definitely still a solid choice in my opinion, and I would definitely pick it over the NZ41. So for the build, you want to use the MX silencer for the sound suppression and recoil control, 600mm barrel, which is the best for this weapon, 3 to 6 times optic, which this is definitely a long range rifle, so you do want to use that optic on there so you've got the extra added zoom when you need it. Then the Anastasia padded stock to give you the better sustained fire accuracy. Tight grip, again, to help with the sustained fire accuracy. On hand for the better ADS. Polymer grip for the sustained fire accuracy. 75 round mags for the largest mags available, and it's the best TTK. Lengthened, and then hand stop underbarrel for the best possible control. So there we have it. Those are 6 of the most underrated weapons that are currently inside Warzone at the moment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe as we try to reach our goal of 50k. Click that link and subscribe to our second channel, and thank you very much for watching.